congratulate our coaches and players on a tremendous season and giving themselves an opportunity to be in this position. I also want to thank our fans for coming out tonight and supporting our team and helping us with an outright Mountain West Conference championship. And going back to kind of the beginning, you know, when this opportunity opened up, Dr. Bob Custra and Mark Coyle, both those two gentlemen, you know, I had a chance to sit down with, and I want to thank them for the opportunity to be in this position. That has been the goal since we've set out, was to be in this game, number one, and then when we got to this game, to win this game. And it's a credit to our approach each and every week. This season's been an up and down, and then mostly up from an early start to where we are now. And these guys really took on a mentality to go out there and finish. So can't say enough about the type of guys and character we have on this team, what this program is about and how it's led. And just very excited to be a part of that, and excited about this opportunity that we had tonight and the chance to win it. And I want to give Fresno State a lot of credit. Those guys played extremely hard. They won themselves back into an opportunity to play in this game. And when you play a team twice, it is hard to beat. They are hard to beat, and they did a tremendous job tonight. So credit to Coach DeRuiter and his players and his coaches for another tremendous season. And with that, we'll open up for questions.
As a reminder, if you have cell phones, please mute them. And if you would please direct your question to the head coach or one of the student athletes and state your name and affiliation. Go ahead, Chad.
Chad Cripe, Idaho Statesman. Beau and Tanner, I think you guys both had your first career interceptions tonight. Can you just take us through those plays, what you saw, and what it meant to you to make that kind of play on this stage?
Let's start with Beau and we'll move on to Tanner.
To be honest, I really don't have much to say about it. It all happened so fast. You know, I'm sitting there and I'm seeing the quarterback still with the ball. He looks like he's going to throw it, and I just got lucky. I don't really know, man. It happened fast.
I was just dropping back, and I think someone got pressure and made him throw it, and I was just in the right spot at the right time, and just thought I scored and was going to do anything to get in the end zone.
Hey, Chad.
Yeah.
This is for all three of the players. You know, a year ago today was when Coach Pete left for Washington. Just looking back on the last year, just describe just what a crazy ride it's been for you guys.
Can we start with Grant and we'll move down through Beau and then Tanner?
Yeah, just the last year, it's been crazy. But it just goes to show you what type of team we have, the culture that we have, the chemistry we have, and the brotherhood kept this thing together. We were super excited when Coach Harsin became our head coach, me personally, just because he got me here. And so it was a crazy experience. It's been a lot of fun going through winter workouts, spring ball, summer workouts, fall camp, a lot of ups and downs, and to be here, you know, bringing home the first ever outright Mountain West Conference Championship trophy is huge, and just goes to show just what a great, you know, program that we have.
When I think about it, as a team, we talked about this before the game, nothing great has ever come easy. And when I think about the past year, I mean, we have grinded, we have worked hard from, you know, I remember 3 days after we got back from break, we were hitting it. And so I think in life, that's really what's important. When you work hard for something, you know, you want to achieve your goal. And when I think about this team and this brotherhood achieving that goal, it's an unbelievable feeling. Coach Harsin's done an unbelievable job with us, you know, enjoying the process. That's what sticks out to me. It's been great.
You know, when Coach Pete left, everyone could have followed and left and went somewhere else. But we're a team that breaks it down on family a lot in the huddle, and a lot of teams break it down on family, but they don't actually mean it like we do. And we just stuck together like a family, and we knew once we got Coach Harsin, we found a gem.
Brandon Walton, the Arbiter. Two questions. First, for Coach Harsin, your defense has been one of the big factors for this team all season long. Talk about what it means to have guys like Tanner Vallejo and Boe Martin anchor that defense, and also question for Tanner Vallejo and Boe Martin. Just talk about what does it have kind of having each other to lean on for this defense?
Yeah, well, number one, you know, that's been, I think anytime a team plays well on defense, you have a pretty good football team, and that's what this team has done. And it's done all year long, and especially as of late. And we talked about it on Friday night. What I told these guys is for the defense, they need to be the most relentless unit on the field, and they were tonight. We had a touchdown scored from our linebacker on an interception. We have an interception by one of our D linemen that I just found out could catch tonight for the first time to seal the game. So it's hard, when you sit there and a lot of factors go into playing and winning, but a tremendous job on defense against, in my opinion, you go back and look at one of the more prolific offenses that we played against, and their quarterback has been, really on fire the last 6 or 5 games since we played him, and did a good job tonight. So, tremendous job on the defensive side. They don't score in the first half. We're battling the offensive side, special teams. They get the ball, they recover on an onside kick. So, can't say enough about those guys. But overall, really proud of our team. For what they're able to accomplish. But that unit in particular had a great night tonight.
You want to ask you a question again? We'll start with
Oh
Tanner.
yeah, Tanner and Beau, just talk about kind of what it's like to kind of have each other anchor that defense this year.
Beau's got a lot of experience, and I play outside of him, so a lot of my plays should be credited to him because he's taking on a lot of the linemen. I just have one-on-one with the back, so he makes my life a lot easier.
And when I think about being a good football player, I've always thought about consistency, and that's the first thing that pops into my head with Tanner. He's consistent every single day. And, we'll see each other on the practice field or in the game, and we don't really need to say much. We just know that, we're going to hold up our end of the deal, and it's great having a teammate like that.
Grant, I think there's 5 of you guys who've been here for 5 years, and what's this mean to you and to that group to finally get this outright championship? You haven't won your entire career, to be going to a big bowl game you haven't gotten to go to your whole career. What's this mean to you guys?
Yeah, it means a lot. Just from the time we first got here, we've been through a lot of ups and downs, a lot of adversity. I was talking to Beau on the way over here. It's kind of surreal. It hasn't really quite hit us yet, I don't think, and I'm sure it will eventually. But it's an amazing way to end our senior class, end our career on the blue. Last game ever on that amazing field was a win, conference championship. I mean, it doesn't get a whole lot better than that. And so just to finish, our careers in conference and on the blue, it's just an amazing feeling.
Coach Harsin, you obviously have a pretty unique connection to this program, having grown up in this town, having watched it as this team as a kid, having played for them, having coached them. You won a conference title as a player. You've done it as an assistant. Can you compare that to tonight's experience, being essentially the face of this program, the guy that oversees this program, and all these gentlemen?
Well, all those other memories, are tremendous, and there was always different folks involved. I think this one, where we are now as a program, and with these guys, I think there's some expectations maybe in the past that weren't there where they are now. It's not easy. There's a lot of people that when we go and play them, we get their A game every single time. We get circled on their schedule every single year, and so for the guys in this program right now, this is to go do this. This is the most difficult time to go win a championship because Boise State's on the map. And, that's what I'm most proud of, is to watch these guys every single week go out there against a team that knows that they're coming to play, knows they have a history and a record and all those things, and they still step out there and they give their very best and they prepare that way. So sitting here right now, no, there's no any of those championships feeling better than this right here, because watching the group that we have right now that accomplished it, I don't know if there's another group, not to take anything away, but these guys have really persevered, through a lot to get to this position here. And like I just said before, it's been 5 years, and here they are one last time on the blue as seniors, this group in particular, winning a championship, which is what they set out to do.
One more. You've obviously seen what going to past Fiesta Bowls has done for this program. It landed you recruits like the one that are on stage with you right now. How big is this moment for you and your program, and as you continue to, as you said, believe in your brand and build your brand?
Well, that opportunity, and that's what we hope happens. This is a big thing, and we've been to past Fiesta Bowls, but if that's the case, it's not like going to a regular bowl game, and this is the bowl game. You know, this is it's an extreme accomplishment for these guys. And I think what it says, it validates what these guys heard when coaches went in their living rooms and said, you come to Boise State, you'll have a chance to play for championships. And if you go out there and you play well throughout the season and you win a championship, guess what? You have an opportunity to play in a big bowl game. And you know what? This is exactly what, you know, these guys visualized when they decided to come to Boise State, and you know, they've been able to accomplish it. And to me, that's the beauty in football and having this type of opportunity, is seeing that type of goal and dream come together. It's motivating for, you know, not just football, the rest of your life. So yeah, we're excited about it. It's going to be an awesome opportunity for us, you know, when we get a chance to figure out exactly which one we're going to. You know what? It sure doesn't hurt the program. And I know some of these guys have worked hard. And you know what? If that's the case, we're going to go get ready to compete and go play.
Question for both Tanner and Harsin. Tanner, I mean, only a sophomore, defensive MVP at the Mountain West has a good ring to it. Did you imagine having this type of season so young? And also, Harsin, did you imagine having an impact as a sophomore?
I mean, I just go out there every day and try to give it my all and help this team get a win, especially tonight, just sending the seniors off right and just reaching our team goal. You asked me if I'm surprised by his performance. Not at all. You know, you see it every day. And I mean, even the interception, you know, when he starts running with it, I mean, I think when you watch him, and he's going to be humble, and I can go ahead and brag on him right now, but he studies the game, he knows the game, he's got a feel for the game, which is hard to coach. I mean, he understands that this is what he does. And, you know, tonight's, I think, exemplified that and showed it, you know, in his performance out there in the field and why he's the MVP of the game. And a lot of good guys around him, guys that make plays around him, guys that are out there doing everything he's doing. And you know what? Somebody's got to be recognized. But for his contributions and how he's what he's done for this team throughout the year, and really behind the scenes that nobody else, you get to see him for 3.5 hours. We get to see him for 20 hours in a week. And it's the same type of guy, you know, preparing himself to go have that type of performance.
We're going to do 3 more questions, starting with Paul. We'll work our way up in the chat over the last one.
Paul Gerke, KIBI. Coach, how crazy has this last year been? And if you don't mind me asking the younger Harsin, how excited are you right now being a part of this and being up on the stage and watching Boise State win tonight?
It feels great.
Do you have a preference on where you go to a bowl game?
Yeah, big one.
Got to go. What was your original question there? I was just making sure that he would what he was going to say.
Moose was just saying it's been a year since Coach Pete left. And,
Yeah.
and then last year, I mean, a week ago, next week, you were standing in front of us and talking about goals and attack the future, and here you are.
Yeah. You know, I think it's, you know, one, grateful for the opportunity, but having been a part of this program for some years, you know, not as a player, but as a coach as well, you know, all those things, you know what you're capable of accomplishing, you know, and I think that was the exciting part about it, is one, to be back and to be around these guys and to be around and to have the staff that we have. Those guys did a tremendous job this year. Our staff is fantastic, and I can't say enough about them for preparing and what they've done week to week to help these guys go out there and play well. But you know, what we talked about, you know, what we wanted to accomplish, that wasn't lip service. That's exactly what we wanted to get done, and we were going to find a way to reach out to the community, to try to attack the future and do some things that can spark this program, hopefully put ourselves in a position to play for a championship. You know what we did. And that's a credit to these guys and everybody in the program of really, you know, deciding, hey, this is what we do want to do, and not just make it lip service and really go attack it. And here we are today. So I'm proud of, you know, people taking the idea, the goal, and really attacking it and putting ourselves in this position.
Max McCombs, Times News. Pittsburgh. Grant, both with the run and the pass, you were able to really get things going right from the beginning tonight. As both a quarterback and a senior, how much of a responsibility do you feel to be kind of that catalyst for the offense?
Yeah, I felt a little bit, but I know I have a lot of great players around me. Kind of get them the ball, and they do the rest, and they make me look good a lot of the time. Guys up front did a great job tonight. They've done it all year. They've really gelled together well, and that's where the kind of the heart is those guys up front. And then the old cliche is defense wins championships. Those guys really won it for us tonight. We didn't do a lot of great things on offense. We did just enough, and to make plays like that in a game like this is huge for us. And as an offense, it was a good way to go out.
Our last question will be down here from Chad Craig.
Marcel was saying that he said this wasn't business. This season was personal because of the relationship he has with you and you guys wanting to make each other successful. I wonder if you talk about that relationship and what makes that relationship special for the two of you guys.
Well, I think, like these guys right here, we go back to when we played together. We played together, competed against each other. We coached and competed against each other. We both left for a while and came back. There's a brotherhood there. I mean, there is. And, I think very highly of Coach Yates, as I do with everybody on this staff. But, when you have a little bit of that personal connection, there's something for it. I think, sometimes we look at ourselves. I mean, we call ourselves just older players that can't play anymore. Now we decided to coach, and that's what it is. If we could still play, we would, and we're not very good. So we're glad we have these guys, but it's fun to kind of to be back in that mode of a guy you've been around for so long, and to kind of see these guys go through some of the things that we did. It's special, and I got a lot of respect for him and these guys on our staff that we've been together and know each other, and just really proud of it. But there's something personal about it. There's a connection, and it is personal because you want these guys to have opportunities that you talk about, and you want them to really see it happen for them, because those opportunities are going to create more down the road for these guys when they're out of football and not at Boise State any longer.
As a reminder, you